CSS gods blessed us with a new feature called container queries. It's like media queries, but styling change based on the container instead of viewport. This means that we can use the same component in different places, and it will automatically adapt its styling to available space. My name is Barney, I'm web developer and software house owner, and today I will walk you through CSS container queries. For me, one of the most long-awaited updates to CSS. Container queries let you apply styles based on the size of the container instead of browser window. So when adding responsiveness to your application, you can start thinking locally at the micro scale. For example, you are building product card, and if it's wider than 400 pixels, then you want horizontal layout. Otherwise, vertical. Then no matter where you will use this component, it will have proper layout to available space. Before using container queries, you need to define container. We do that using container type property. There are two possible values for that: size and inline size. Size observes both height and width of the container. Inline size observes only width. Most of the time you don't need to observe height of the container. So by default, use inline size to observe only width, because it's lighter and more efficient. If you have multiple containers, you can use container name to target specific containers. Then, when writing a container query, you need to specify the container. So, where do container queries shine? Think of reusable components like cards, widgets, sidebars, product blocks, anything that might live in different places with different sizes. The good news? Container queries are supported in all major browsers as of 2025, including Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. So most of us can start using them right away. For example, we are building e-commerce and want to create universal product card that will adapt its styling based on the place where we will use it. If we will use this card in containers wider than 400 pixels, then we want horizontal layout, like in our favorites list. Otherwise, when the container is narrower, we want vertical layout of this card, for example in bestsellers grid. And the most important part here is that this component will have different layouts at the same time. When we will use this component in wider container, it will have horizontal layout. In narrower, vertical. The only difference is container. I've prepared a little proof of concept for our e-commerce. Here we have grid container, favorites list container, some basic reset styling for our grid, styling for our favorites list, and our card. To start working with container queries, first we need to create container. This container will surround our card. We will call it card container and use it inside our CSS. To mark this element as a container, we have to use our new property called container type. Because we want to observe only width of the container, we will use inline size. And now, inside our card, we can use our new syntax, add container. And then, because we want to have different styling, if our container has at least 350 pixels, we will write min width 350 pixels. And now, in these curly braces, we can pass some styling that we want to be applied when our container is wider than 350 pixels. Look at this. We have the same card here and here, but it has different styling at the same time, and this styling is based only on containers width. If we will have narrower container, or in this example, wider container, we have horizontal layout. When we will have narrower container, it will have vertical layout. Container queries are a huge step forward for responsive modular design. If you are building design systems or just love clean, scalable CSS, you are going to love this. Hit that like button and subscribe for more front-end tips. If you have any CSS questions, drop them down in the comments below. See you in the next one. Happy coding!